Welcome to a Healthy Living video blog, episode number 63. You're watching us at workoutmaster.com. This is Ruben.
That's Aram.
Today's episode about pain. I don't think there's a single person on this planet that did not experience pain. A lot of people are in pain right now. And we're going to talk about masking the pain and overall about understanding the pain. We deal a lot of times with people who are in pain. It's interesting. For me, I feel like a lot of people don't understand the reason for being in pain.
Well, we're not going to be talking about the mechanisms of pain or splitting pain, although there's very good books on that stuff. You brought that to mind. But most people, when they actually feel pain, the first thing they want to do is mask those symptoms right away.
Well, they kill the pain. It's painkillers.
Painkillers.
We're going to talk about pain and painkillers, about killing the pain, masking the pain so you don't feel it.
Right. But what we're going to tell you is that the pain stems from a different order of things happening. You know, inflammation, trauma, of course, that is, there's nothing you can really do at that point in time other than taking a pain medication, of course, and you would want to do that because the last thing you want to do is be in pain because it will stress the living lights out of you. But why do we tend to mask the pain and not address the real issue? That's where the question arises. And I think it's because people do not oftentimes want to actually face the reason why they're actually in pain. If they're in pain like arthritis, I've seen this so many times with so many clients that their joints are killing them. And the first recommendation that many people will give them is stay away from eating any grains. They have a lot of omega-6, they begin the cascade of arachidonic acid, and your joints will swell up, so you need to stay. However, the first thing that they tell you goes, oh, I need to have my grains, that's the staple of my food and stuff like that. I said, but do you understand that what I'm telling you is actually clinically proven that consuming a lot of cereals and a lot of grains will actually create more pain and more inflammation in your joints? And they say yes, but they keep on eating it. And that's one thing that I don't understand at all, and why people get caught up in these vicious cycles that the thing that's actually hurting is the one that they're more attached with. Obviously, I understand that's an addiction, but an addiction should be something that actually makes you feel good to a degree, But this is what happens. They're eating all these grains and all these cereals and all this, excessive amount of sugar, and I don't think that at any given point they're actually enjoying it anymore, because they get it so often that it's not recognized as the body as actually pleasure of any kind. It's just what it is, just stuffing your face with this kind of foods. However, within a couple hours they feel horrible, and for a few days they will be inflamed. If they don't keep on eating it, they keep on eating it, the inflammation goes on and on and on. They actually get having the pain while they're eating it, which it creates a really nasty vicious cycle there. And they're so attached to these foods, and they create a lot of pain. When you have a headache, it's not that you have a deficiency of aspirin in your body. It's that you created a huge hormonal fluctuation. And quite often time it's happening, because it's been my experience, because you get caught up in the day and you have to do this, you gotta see your clients, you gotta record episodes, you have to do your reading, you have to do your writing, you have to attend to your house and your family and friends. And sometimes, you forget to eat, or the span of time that occur between your meals was too large. You go hypoglycemic, boom, and you get a headache. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna eat and hope that the headache ameliorates and you start feeling better, or you're just gonna take, pop a few aspirin, a few Advils, or whatever the case might be?
Yeah, the pain starts for different reasons. People smoke, they have headaches. I had headaches for years due to cigarettes. I only realized it when I actually quit smoking. Before that time, I was keep popping Advils and things like that. My thing with pain is that I think pain relieving medication is exceptionally important. It makes our life so much easier and more enjoyable. Yet what I don't like, that an abuse of the pain killing and complete kind of ignorance of the language of your body. It's very important to understand that the pain is there to teach you a lesson. Now, if you understood the lesson and you help relieve the pain with a pain relieving medication, I would say you're on the right track. If you know why it happened and you pop the pill to just stop it and eventually you will address the problem, I can understand it. What I'm absolutely against is a complete ignorance of the subject, that I have pain, I just keep popping the pill. Pain, pill, because eventually you're going to end up with a whole lot of bigger problem, with a whole lot of more pain in your body, because your body wants the attention that it deserves.
Right, and not to judge those people that actually live, you know, with the bottle of Advil in their pockets or in their pocketbooks, like I've seen some of them. Mm-hmm. But you have to understand that once you get the concept that, you know, that you did something, it triggered a reaction, and the reaction is pain, then you just gotta use reverse engineering and not fall into the trap of making the same thing that's actually gonna have the same outcome over and over. I've told many times people, if you feel that you're going hypoglycemic, pull over and grab ice cream. And they tell you, ice cream, really? He goes, yes. Get yourself some Haagen-Dazs ice cream and eat it, because you're just going completely hypoglycemic and you need to bring your blood sugar back up.
Well, it has the sugar and it has the fat.
Thank you. And it doesn't contain many chemicals per se. It's probably one of the most...
It's a better ice creams in the market.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is not a recipe for you getting a headache and just going overboard and just, you know, ransacking, you know, the supermarket and eating, you know, a pound of ice cream a day. That's not what I'm saying. Is that you want to tackle that issue right away. And it happened this weekend. There was one girl at a class that I went to, and she was having a nasty headache. And she was feeling nauseous and stuff like that. So I felt her pulse, it felt strong and stuff like that. So yeah, there's nothing really major going on. I knew for a fact that she was actually going hypoglycemic. And even though I tell her, do eat some sugar now, it will make you feel better. You're just going hypoglycemic. She didn't. I said, well, then you need to suffer a little bit, because that's what your soul is asking you to do. So go ahead and suffer. Same thing, the next day happened. She happened to listen to somebody else. She reached out for a little bit of ice cream and she felt better. Granted, I'm not giving anybody permission to go just, you know, right now, get up from the couch or whatever you're sitting and go to the refrigerator, because just in case before I get the headache, let me have the ice cream now. It doesn't work that way, you know? But you have to listen to your body. Your body is telling you something. When you have pain, that means that there's something happening at a much subtle changes in your body that you need to address. Watch what you're eating. Watch how often you're eating. How much water you're drinking. If you dehydrate, you'll have a nasty headache, you know? If you were consuming alcohol the day before, you're highly dehydrated and your body's very toxic. So your body's going to ask you for extra water and good quality food to kind of make up for the debauchery from the day before, you know?
And I think most of the time people pop the pill, like a painkiller pill, usually for headaches.
Well, headaches are common, and back pain. Well, what about the people that have back pain? Why, you know, is your back, you know, deficient in ibuprofen? No, probably your back is deficient on good posture, on sound exercise, and until, you know, getting out of your butt once in a while you're at the office and walking around, maybe do some stretches, and when you get out of work, while you're home, or when you actually on your way home, stop at the gym, if you have a gym membership, if not, get one, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, and go do some exercise that's going to help you, you know, hold your body, you know, strengthen your posture, you know, create some flexibility and add some balance to your body, so you don't have muscles that are too lax, too basic, too gone, and then you have muscles that are too tight, too tonic. They're actually compressing everything about your joints. You gotta put things in perspective.
It's about learning the lesson from pain, whatever the lesson is. If you're consistently injuring the same joint, the lesson is chances are your joint is not ready for the kind of activity you do. Right. If you have a headache all the time, there's a probably reason because of you either not eating, not sleeping, or eating something that you're not supposed to be eating. There is always a lesson to be learned. The major goal of this particular episode to just make sure, guys, if you get a pain, stop for a second and reflect back and think what possibly happened to your body that it created the pain, and what you can do to help your body not to have that pain ever again. And if you do that, chances are your life is going to be a whole lot better.
Absolutely. Pain is, I mean, I've seen people that live in constant pain and says, God, I will not wish this upon anybody. Because you see how their lives, they literally just... Yeah, it's destroyed, basically.
It is a lot of stress, it creates a lot of inflammation, pain, and then it's just a closed cycle.
It's a vicious cycle that they don't know how to get out to. And we're not telling you that this is going to be the solution. But look at the root cause of your problem, don't look at the problem itself. And quite often times, if your knee hurts, the problem is not with the knee per se, like we have mentioned in other episodes. It can be stemming from somewhere else. It could have to do with your digestive tract. It could do with, you know, with your ergonomics. It could do, you know, the exercise that you're doing is too repetitive and you're creating an overload pattern on that joint, and the joint cannot handle it because it's inflamed. So it needs time to rest. It needs TLC. It needs to be addressed from a different perspective than the typical allopathic, just If the knee pain, it's all about the knee. No, it's not.
I find a lot of times it's like a gift from God almost, or a gift from nature. It's like unwrapping a present. And each time you get certain kind of pain, you get closer to the gift. And the gift is actually an excellent health. That's the gift that you get after you get rid of most of the nasty symptoms, usually pain related. Wow. Very philosophical.
Yes.
Anyway.
That's how he's feeling today.
You have anything else to say?
I think, that pretty narrows it down to what it is. Look elsewhere than where the pain is. Do not, allow yourself to go without eating for too long. It's going to trigger a headache. It's going to trigger nausea. By that time, you're hypoglycemic. Your body literally thinks that it's dying. And we have mentioned this in previous episodes.
Yep.
Drink your water. Eat good food. Get a lot of rest and a lot of sleep.
And learn from lessons. Thank you very much for watching. Your future looks better already, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.